Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight that she... Okay, that's kind of weird.
Huh? Oh, hello.
Are you all...
You bet. Today, I heard... Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously, I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure...
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh. I was thinking... Huh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Transfixed!
Shame. Didn't... Huh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
One with the force.
So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine. Recently, we were gonna meet up tonight and discuss it. If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned and great.
Just sharpen my spear. Race you!
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword!
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry, allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Yahoo! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Here we go! Time for takeoff. Let's play! Yeah! Think you can get away? Yeah! Yeah!
Body and mind.
Hey, are those guys? The night is cold.
Here we go! Time for takeoff.
Overruled.
Get them!
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that... So, you must...
Yes.
Actually,
Ellen has a message for you.
Oh, I see.
whoa!
Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back?
In which case?
Okay.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Manjavari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, with the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's the dream.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Time for takeoff.
Let me read you a verse. Time to rain outlines your fate.
Brace yourselves. Yeah. Here we go. Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, the weapons he took on his adventure, all those years ago, they were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? You bet! This is if I can just get a hold of something impressive and right now, I'm just... So, what do you say? I can't bring myself to...
Aw, poor Jack. Venti.
Oh, one other...
Dada Upa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry, there's...
Okay. My legs are so sore. Guess I must have been sleepwalking last night. Again. How did I do that? How did I do that? Okay. Add at. Add Astra.
nice haul.
Laid bare.
Body and mind.
Hey, that bunch of hilichurls! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely! Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilichurls be bowing down before a piece?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilichurls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around Mondstadt City. If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dancing in the night air. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, we got... Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... Huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley?
He's acting
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those...
What? Where?
Maybe another time.
Not now.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who would...
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that... Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end.
You do have a point. Okay, then. Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly trillium by now. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate... Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate... Oh, no. We ticked him off.
Overruled.
Hey! He dropped the shield of magnificent...
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad, check out the legend...
Hey, wait! The wine! You promised! What are you doing here?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dado...
You better believe it. I can...
Wow! Then I had...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. I'll get...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Although, on further... Someone who can't let go of the past. And I wonder... If such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they...
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel...
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Tell me, Stanley. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called...
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless... You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone...
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now, are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
Go away. Save your questions. And just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now.
Honorary Knight! Venti! And I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find...
Oh,
Yeah, really.
that's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing...
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off, maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think? Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well...
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts?
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurer speak just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure...
Stories, experience. To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stan, that's my biggest secret of all. And all these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive.
I'm too old. I never let go. but still so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind! I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But...
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard!
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Then do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apple...
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart at it. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what a refreshing drink, a gentle breeze, back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Staring into my...
Finally. I almost fell asleep waiting. As usual, my predictions are correct. You, yes you, come with me. Are you some sort of door-to-door fortune teller? Sorry, but we're not really interested. You're not from this world, are you? How do you know about that? How? Because I'm a master of true astrology. If you've no other questions, let's be off. Fine. I'll exercise a little patience and explain. I am astrologist Mona Magistus, but considering that it is most rude to misremember names, I allow others to call me Mona. I am on a mission from my master to retrieve a certain box from Mondstadt. It was part of an agreement she made with a friend 50 years ago. But she isn't as spry as she used to be, so now it's up to me. Not sure what getting some box back has to do with us. Why do you need us to come along? Well, that's because I would also like to take on the guardian of the box. My master and her friend contended in the mystic arts all their lives without a clear victor. If I triumph here, then I will show myself to be superior to my master. Well, I want to prove the power and status of astrology, to be precise. Now, from my predictions, I know that my master's friend has left Mondstadt, leaving her successor as the current guardian of that box. Like me, that successor must also be one who has surpassed their teacher. But I would prefer to assure my victory in this contest, and upon giving it some thought, you came to mind. How did she get involved in this anyway? The knowledge passed down to me from my master must be passed on in turn. If I were to bring my disciple to meet her, then the lead is already mine, no? And you are Mondstadt's great hero, my equal in status. Come on, you don't actually have to become my disciple. There's something in it for you as well, should you come. Once I meet that successor and have a chance to exchange knowledge with them, I should be. Then I will have answers for you, even regarding such distant and foggy matters as gods and kin.
That does seem much faster than searching the land country by country.
Wise. That said, I would like to pay a certain place a visit before we go. There is a small inn near Mount Tianheng that never sees a lot of business. The owner has always been good to me, so I'd like to say a farewell before I set off.
Well, it's no wonder that an inn set up here has no business.
Mona, well, you've come at just the right time. Did you see a jade ring while you made your way here?
A jade ring. Can't say.
Oh, that's not good. That ring was given to me by my mother, but while my back was turned, it was swallowed up by a slime.
That should be no trouble with Mona here.
Absolutely not. Astrology is meant to be used to gain insight into reality and observe.
But didn't you say that the owner here's been good to you?
This is a matter of pride and one's state of mind. If an astrologist thinks that their arts can solve all problems, they will be forsaken by the starry ether. Their divinations will lose the power to guide and will not be able to pierce the fog of the unknown before them. Principles are principles.
Such a powerful ability, and you don't use it to earn a living? What a shame.
Well, I was going to put up 20,000 mora as compensation.
20,000? Oh, it's nothing. I was just... Yes, of course. Still, it wouldn't be right for us to leave like this, so let's help to search for it. There may be other means we can employ besides astrology.
Oh, Paimon?
I know. I'll leave this one to you.
Since it was swallowed up by a slime, maybe you remember the stuff and... Paimon actually kept a small amount. Paimon's the very best partner.
Seems like you already have a plan.
Yep, we'll be back in a jiffy. The elemental bait's really strong. It will attract all the slimes in the area. Even if they're just slimes, they can be dangerous together, so we'd best prepare ourselves.
Good. The rain has stopped. Any longer, my books would have gotten wet. Transfixed! Rain cutter! No, my sword!
The night is cold. Not now.
Overruled!
Found it! This must be the It's so pretty. Paimon wasn't having any bad thoughts. Let's bring...
my rise.
This life isn't bad either.
That's it! That's the one!
You actually found it. Mr. Zhu, you must take care of such precious things a bit better. You might not be so fortunate next time.
You're absolutely right. How would I have faced my family if I had lost the 253rd ring my mother gave me? No, let me explain. My family owns 3 jade mines, and in order to ensure that I would be able to find myself a good wife, my mother had many jade accessories made as heirlooms. I think there might be over 500 of them.
Then why would you feel the need to set up an inn here?
Well, inheriting the family business too early unavoidably made things boring. Thank you, all the same. Here's the Mora.
Then I'll take it gladly. But we did all the work! A disciple should act like one. How can they steal their master's thunder? Exactly! Well, you need to start practicing now. If my rival is as smart as I think they are, they will figure you out now. What was that rumbling sound?
Oh, right. You mustn't have eaten in days. I'm very sorry. I forgot that you have no...
That didn't happen. Forget it. Well, I suddenly feel that you have indeed contributed to our good fortune. I say we spend this money on treating you to a fine meal. If we travel north, we'll reach the Wongshu Inn. I hear the food there is really good, so let's go try it out. No need to thank me. I'm just doing as a good master should. Did she say she was treating us? Is Paimon hearing? Let's go after her for good food!
Time to act.
Since it's Mona's treat, we can order whatever we want, right? Of course. I am a most generous master, after all. But only if you can finish it all. Wasting food simply will not do.
Excuse me, what would you like to order? These are made using large, succulent shrimp wrapped in crispy fried potatoes. They have an amazing texture. It's exactly what it says on the label. Abalone made from vegetarian ingredients. It's just as good as the real thing. Though tofu could not be a more ordinary ingredient, it and crab roe are truly a match made in heaven. This is a favorite among our regulars. Bamboo shoots, meat, and ham are cooked. Pour a few spoonfuls into each bowl of rice.
All of them? We only have... That's not how you count it. Besides, Paimon... Squirrelfish, Juyu chili chicken, and jewelry soup, please.
Sure. And is there anything...
I'd just like to ask, how much do the...
Around 20,000...
I'll just have some vegetarian noodles, please.
All right. A bowl of vegetarian noodles, was it?
Paimon's been thinking about something since we started eating. Is it because she actually doesn't have money?
I heard that. I said I was treating. How could I be rattled by something as mundane as Mora? An astrologist's mind is set on studying the stars. Being so easily disturbed by such banal matters would hamper my judgment. Especially the act of overly gratifying oneself using Mora. It is both and dangerous.
So, not eating the dishes we ordered is... But it feels kind of bad that only we got to feed... Oh, yes! We can do that! You don't use more to fulfill your desires, so it's fine as long as you're not buying anything, right? Let's go borrow the kitchen from the innkeeper.
Body and mind.
Hello, how may I help you?
We'd like to borrow the kitchen here.
Ah, I see. In that case, sure. As long as you prepared your own... If I may, you must be well versed in the art of cooking, yes? Talented indeed. From your clothes, you're most likely not from... I have a recipe for golden crab. It's crab meat that's been rolled in flour.
Golden crab. Golden crab! Golden crab! With your skills in the kitchen, this'll be a cinch.
Let me guess where you're from.
Ugh, too salty.
Booba, get them!
There's no need to spend all that effort on me. I'm not in dire need of food. I am a little hungry, but it's not a big deal. This aroma is... Wow, it's fine. Since my disciple has put in so much time and effort, I must, with great difficulty. Ah, it's delicious. It's the most delicious thing I've eaten recently. I mean, I never knew that my disciple was this skilled. As your master, I am most. I see that it's no boast to call them Liyue's delicacies. I suppose it wasn't too much to spend all this Mora on. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Now that we've eaten and drank our fill, we should be off. If we travel north from here, we should reach the Stone Gate, and from there we will be within the boundaries of Mondstadt. What deep mystery shall we acquire knowledge of? I'm looking forward to it. That was tiring, but we're finally in Mondstadt. The quest to plumb the wondrous depths of knowledge is indeed arduous.
Paimon's not tired.
That's because you float.
Well, it doesn't look like an astrologist is all that amazing either.
That's because you have too many unrealistic fantasies about astrology.
Are you also resting your feet here?
Who are you?
Oh, my brothers and I are all merchants. We just finished doing business in Liyue, and we're preparing to head back to Mondstadt. You look rather tired. The cart we hired will be coming in a while. What say you to coming along for the ride? Let's go then. We can make conversation along the way. The more the merrier.
There's no need. Now shoo, get out of our way.
Huh? Miss, is there something wrong?
Cease your pretensions, bandit. Picking up people on the road who appear vulnerable, robbing them blind once they've gotten on the cart, and then taking them to some Archon-forsaken place. Is that your deal?
What are you saying? We came over here to make conversation, and this is how we're rewarded? With insults? If you don't want to get on, don't. Crazy girl.
Well then, shall I tell you now which objects you have on you that are stolen? If you have any quibbles, we can bring people to corroborate what I've said, and all will come to light. If I lose, I'll pay you 20,000 mora. But if I win, then you'll be eating prison rations in Liyue Harbor tonight. How about it? If you're real legitimate businessmen, there's nothing to...
You pushed it too I don't know how you found out, but as long as we get rid of you, no one will have to know.
Don't fret, it's just a few bandits. You said earlier that there was nothing amazing about astrologists.
I'll blow you away!
Shadows of fate!
My guiding stars!
Rain outlines your fate.
Let me scry! Fate is upon you! Curses!
Not now!
Transfixed!
What did you think? Did that satisfy your expectations? Such things are elementary for an astrologist. Lies are worthless before astrology. Destiny and truth are written in the stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the fates and truths of this. Anything related to you becomes like a fog that even I cannot penetrate. That is why I must meet that successor. With our knowledge. Whatever the case, you've got it. All right, I'm rested. Let's get this journey to Mondstadt. Oh.
If only we had a cart.
I thought you weren't tired. Are you ready? Don't shame your master now. We're about to meet that successor. I guess. Wait, no. It won't do if you have no idea at all. We have a rule that forbids us from teaching outsiders, but my astrology is based on hydromancy, and as the name suggests, I use the reflections in water bodies to observe the true starry sky. Allow me to demonstrate. From the present station and movement of the stars... I see. So that's success.
Doesn't that sound like
we will meet her here. Well, that's all the information we need. It seems that even basic astrology can't be grasped in one go. Never mind, I'll explain in detail later. She's here.
Wow, it's you, Miss Honorary Knight. And Paimon, too, you're back.
That's her. The successor to great knowledge.
Successor?
That's right. I am the astrologist who has plumbed the depths of the ocean of stars. Surely you have long calculated my arrival as well.
An ocean of stars? What's that? Does it have fish in it?
Fish? No, don't play dumb. Is this some kind of game?
I should be the one saying that.
But my predictions can't be mistaken. Well, let's make sure.
That's right. Oh, so you're Mommy's friend. But she's...
My readings told me as much. But before she left, she must...
Mystical arts? I don't get it. Mommy only taught me to make Jumpy Dumpties. So Glee's mother is the friend and rival of Mona's teacher?
Yes. As well-versed in astrology as she was, my master knew only astrology. Alice, on the other hand, was skilled in a great...
Well, Glee's so young, so even if she...
Yes. It seems she has inherited the blood, but not the knowledge. What a miscalculation. Yes. So before Alice left, did she tell you about a 50-year agreement?
Oh, I know this one. So you're here for that box. I'll look. Wait here. I remember now. Wait for me. I'll be right back. Glee, don't just run off. Don't you need the things in your pack?
I'll help her pack these things back in. You go after her. Looking at how rash she is, I worry for the box.
We're here! This is it! Let's dig it out! It can't be! I put a sign guiding stars! Found it! It's this box! Glad it wasn't damaged in the explosions. Retrieval complete! Let's bring it back!
You're back at last. The wait was exceedingly dull. I had intended to read a book to pass the time, but this one was just some... It dropped from Clee's backpack, so I thought it might contain some ancient knowledge, but... Never mind that. So, did you find the box?
We did. It's in perfect shape.
That's wonderful! Wait a moment. Why isn't it locked? And why is it empty?
Huh? Well, it's because I borrowed this box to store my treasures.
Borrowed?
But since you're here for the box, I took all my treasures out. That's why it's empty.
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box?
Oh, you want the thing that used to be?
You haven't broken it, have you?
No, it's not broken at all. It's the book in your hand.
What? This. So this book, this diary, is that Hag's... The thing she wanted back after 50 years was the dark history of her youth? I'm finished. No wonder that old woman said I should not look at it no matter what, or she'd rip me to shreds.
Am I in trouble? It was you who said you wanted the box. You didn't say anything about... I don't know anything. I'm leaving. Bye. Well, if you don't say anything, your master won't find out, will she?
Impossible. Astrology can see through all lies. After having spent all my mora to come to Mondstadt... No.
That's so sad. Maybe you could forget everything in that book and then go...
That's... Yes. How can I maintain a proper astrologist's mentality if I stay with all these Philistines?
Well, then you'll just have to go...
Stop talking about it. I'll just have to stay in Mondstadt But what will I do about my astrology research?
About that, we can go ask...
The Adventurers Guild?
Laid bare.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Well... I see. I understand the situation. There is a magic laboratory in Mondstadt that has been sealed by some unknown person. Although we have a few specialists who could break the seal, they all have their own labs and aren't that interested in the matter. I believe that if the astrologist you mentioned can break the seal, the owner of that house wouldn't mind if she stayed there. All right. Then...
Mondstadt welcomes you.
The person who placed the seal is by no means simple. Breaking this seal by force is nigh on impossible. Interesting. I suppose it's worth using my astrology on. Let me see. I see. So if you first, and then you... All right, it's open.
Holy moly, that's amazing! Now we just need to go back to Catherine and you'll be able to stay here.
No need, no need.
You are?
Oh, I'm Goth, the owner of this house. I passed by the Adventurers Guild. I never thought this troublesome seal would be dispelled so quickly.
Does that mean I can stay here?
Of course, of course. The facilities inside were just being left there anyway. I would be glad to have someone make use of them. To express my thanks, I shall rent this building to you at the lowest possible price.
Rent? I didn't hear anything about rent, and I helped...
Yes, of course, I understand. I am most thankful.
I mean...
Paimon thinks Mona's misunderstood something.
I guess I don't have any other choice. I'll rent this place.
Great! Then we are agreed. I will go...
Thanks for your help. Also, well, I'm very sorry, but I won't be able to do what I agreed to help you with just yet. Without the necessary tools and without new knowledge, it will take me some time to see your destiny clearly. But I promise that I'll do a reading for you first thing once I'm ready. Thank you. Our traveling I wish you both safe travels.
How is she gonna make a living if she doesn't use astrology to... Maybe we should come back and...
An impressive bounty.
Not now. You're my friend.
Excellent.
Now, this is what I call a moment of solitude.
The night is cold.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
2 bottles of Liu's finest.
An impressive bounty. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
But we have some new items in.
Plastic you at dishes.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Transfixed.
Pitiful.
There's no end to this. I'm a taste of this.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
The night is cold.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Transfixed.
spite.
Overruled.
Put your back into it! Disgusting.
An impressive bounty.
The night is cold.
Another test subject. That tingle? Oh, fry!
Laid bare.
Fry! Another test subject. That tingle?
Transfixed. Go on. Witness my rise. Laid bare.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Overruled.
Not now.
There's no end to this.
Another test subject. The wrong test subject.
Not now.
Transfixed.
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
No, my sword.
Not now.
Time to set.
body and mind. Time to act. I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me. Time to act.
tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Overruled!
straight on in.
Nice and spicy.
Something from A to B.
Race you!
copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.